I'm young Homer, here to guide you further into the rise and fall of Zeus. Tonight, we continue Series 8, Implications of Zeus's Actions, Seen and Unseen Consequences, with Episode 67, Hercules' Trials, A Mortal Son's Burden. In this tale, we follow Hercules, the mortal son of Zeus, as he faces his legendary 12 labors. Each task, designed to test his strength, courage, and endurance, becomes a path toward redemption and honor. Hercules bears the burden of his father's expectations, carrying the weight of both his divine heritage and his mortal flaws. Through triumphs and challenges, he seeks not only to prove his worth, but to find peace in his struggle, a journey where each trial brings him closer to becoming a legend. As we enter this story of strength and sacrifice, allow yourself to settle deeply into the warmth of your bed, feeling safe, supported, and fully at ease. Close your eyes if you wish, and take a slow, deep breath in, letting calm and strength spread through your chest, as steady as Hercules' unyielding resolve. As you exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing your body to grow heavy, sinking into rest and stillness. This is your time to unwind, to let go, and to find peace. Now focus on the gentle rhythm of your breath, each inhale and exhale like the pulse of quiet courage that carries Hercules through each trial. Take a slightly deeper breath in, filling yourself with calm, and hold it softly for a moment. Then as you exhale, feel any tightness melt away, leaving only warmth and tranquility. One more time. Breathe in deeply, and as you exhale, feel yourself sinking further, calm and grounded. Now, let's guide each part of the body to soften, inviting peace with every breath. Start with your forehead, allowing it to relax completely as you exhale. Move to your jaw, releasing any tightness, letting it rest softly. Now, bring awareness to your shoulders. Inhale deeply, then let them fall gently, as though shedding a great weight upon a quiet hillside. Allow your arms and hands to grow heavy, resting peacefully by your sides. Notice the steady rise and fall in your chest and belly, inhaling as your belly rises, and on the exhale, releasing any last bits of tension, feeling light and free. Shift your focus to your hips and thighs, letting them sink deeper into the bed, fully supported and relaxed. And finally, bring your attention to your calves, feet, and toes, allowing them to release completely, grounded and calm. Now imagine yourself in a vast, open landscape under a wide, starlit sky. In the distance you see Hercules, his figure strong and determined, his eyes set on the path ahead. Each trial he faces is a step forward, each victory a mark of his strength. He stands tall against his burdens, a mortal with the heart of a god, a warrior on a journey toward greatness. With each breath, feel yourself surrounded by the quiet strength of this moment, as though you too walk beside Hercules, grounded in courage and purpose. Inhale deeply, letting the calm and resilience of the scene fill you, and exhale, feeling steady, grounded, and fully at ease. With your body relaxed and your mind open, allow the story to guide you into this world of strength, determination, and timeless legend, where each step forward brings the light of courage. Take one last deep breath in and let it out softly. Now, let us begin. Born from an affair between Zeus and the mortal woman Alcmene, Hercules was destined for greatness, yet cursed with a life of hardship. From his first breath, his existence was marred by divine resentment, as Hera, Zeus's wife, harbored a deep bitterness toward him. To her, Hercules was a constant reminder of Zeus's infidelity, a mortal son who bore his father's strength yet shared his mother's humanity. Though Hera's wrath was not Hercules' fault, it became his lifelong burden, a weight he would carry as he grew into a hero. Zeus, though proud of his son, could do little to protect him from Hera's vengeance. Instead, he watched from Olympus as Hercules grew, gifted with strength beyond mortal comprehension, yet tested by trials meant to break him. Zeus saw Hercules as a bridge between gods and mortals, a hero who could inspire the world. But for Hercules, his life was filled with constant challenges, each one more daunting than the last, a journey that would force him to confront not only monsters and enemies, but the complexities of his own identity. While the gods viewed Hercules as an asset, a champion in their image, Hercules himself bore a different perspective. To him, the trials were a burden, a series of tests that pushed him to the brink, testing his humanity and his loyalty to both Olympus and Earth. Hera's resentment toward Hercules was unyielding. She sought to torment him, to make his life a series of painful trials that would eventually destroy him. It was she who set his trials in motion, sending madness upon him, which drove him to commit a tragic act against his own family. Stricken with grief and guilt, Hercules sought redemption and answers, turning to the oracle of Delphi for guidance. The oracle, under Hera's subtle influence, decreed that Hercules would have to undertake a series of labors to atone for his actions, a punishment that would test him in mind, body, and spirit. These labors, known as the 12 labors of Hercules, were designed to be impossible, challenges that only a demigod of immense strength and resilience could even attempt. Though mortals revered him, Hercules faced each trial alone, battling beasts, monsters, and the forces of nature, each encounter pushing him to his limits and beyond. Hera's intention was not only to see Hercules suffer, but to show Zeus the consequences of his indiscretions. By targeting Hercules, she hoped to send a message to her husband to remind him that his choices carried weight, that the consequences of his actions reverberated through both mortal and immortal realms. For Hercules, these trials became his life, a relentless journey marked by pain, resilience, and an unyielding desire for redemption. Each labor Hercules undertook was more than a test of physical prowess. It was a journey that shaped his very soul. From slaying the Nemean lion, whose hide was impervious to any weapon, to capturing the monstrous Erymanthian boar and retrieving the elusive golden apples of the Hesperides, Hercules' trials forced him to confront both his mortality and his divine heritage. These labors transformed him, turning him into a symbol of perseverance and courage, a hero revered by mortals, yet tempered by sorrow. In facing these trials, Hercules came to understand the value of sacrifice. He fought not only for his own redemption, but to protect humanity from the monsters and curses that plagued them. Each challenge taught him a different lesson: humility, endurance, and the price of true heroism. As he lifted the weight of the world from the shoulders of Atlas, Hercules felt the heavy burden of responsibility, realizing that his life was bound by duty, both to the gods and to the people who looked to him for hope. Through his labors, Hercules grew closer to his mortal side, understanding the struggles of humanity in ways the gods never could. His experiences showed him the hardships of ordinary lives, the fears and dreams of those who did not wield godly strength, and this connection fueled his compassion and deepened his sense of purpose. While Zeus saw these trials as a path to Hercules' greatness, logically, Hercules viewed them as a journey toward understanding his own humanity. As Zeus watched Hercules endure trial after trial, he felt a mixture of pride and regret. In his son, he saw a reflection of his own strength, but also the cost of his choices. Hercules, though powerful, was also mortal, bound to a fate Zeus could not fully protect him from. Zeus's pride in his son was tempered by the knowledge that Hercules' suffering was a direct result of his own actions, that his affair with Alcmene had set in motion a chain of events that placed immense burdens on a man who had never asked for them. Though he longed to intervene, Zeus knew that to interfere would undermine Hercules' journey. He understood that the trials were as much about Hercules' growth as they were about atonement. But the toll they took on his son's spirit weighed heavily on Zeus. He had created a hero in his own image, yet this hero was forced to walk a path no god would ever dare, a path that would forever shape Hercules' legacy. The tension between them grew, an unspoken conflict rooted in loyalty and duty. Hercules yearned for his father's guidance, yet he felt abandoned, carrying the weight of Olympus's expectations alone. To mortals, he was a hero, but in his heart, he was a son seeking validation and understanding. struggling to reconcile his divine heritage with his human struggles. This distance between father and son became an emotional burden, a chasm that widened with each trial Hercules endured. Hercules' final trial was one that no strength could overcome. Betrayed by a poisoned cloak gifted by his wife in a tragic misunderstanding, he suffered immense pain as the poison seeped into his flesh. Realizing his end was near, Hercules chose to ascend a funeral pyre he had built himself, ready to end his suffering with dignity. His mortal body was burned, but his spirit was immortalized, a transition from mortal hero to divine legend. Moved by his son's sacrifice, Zeus intervened, lifting Hercules' spirit to Olympus and granting him a place among the gods. But this act was not merely one of honor. It was a father's acknowledgement of a son's life lived in hardship, a life marked by loyalty, bravery, and sacrifice. By bringing Hercules to Olympus, Zeus sought to ease the weight his son had carried, to offer him a peace he had never known in life. In Olympus, Hercules became a symbol of strength and resilience, a hero whose story would inspire mortals for ages to come. Yet, his spirit retained a connection to the mortal realm, forever bound to the people he had fought to protect. His journey from human suffering to divine ascension became a tale that bridged the gap between mortals and gods, a story that reflected both the trials of humanity and the endurance of divine will. As Zeus looked upon his son, now a god in Olympus, he felt a profound sense of both pride and sorrow. Hercules had surpassed all expectations, proving himself worthy of immortality, but his journey had been paved with suffering that could be traced back to Zeus's own decisions. Zeus realized that the trials he had set in motion, whether through Hera's wrath or through the labors themselves, had come at a steep price. In Hercules, Zeus saw the complexity of his own legacy, a reminder that power and choices, even those made by gods, carried consequences that rippled through both mortal and immortal realms. He understood that his role as a father was inseparable from his role as king of the gods, that each decision held the potential to shape lives in ways he could not always predict. Hercules' story became a personal lesson for Zeus, a reminder of the delicate balance between power, duty, and compassion. Though he was king of the gods, his influence was not without limits, and the impact of his actions would continue to echo through time, shaping the destinies of mortals and gods alike. Hercules' ascension to Olympus left an indelible mark on the world. To mortals, he was a hero who had endured unimaginable hardship, a figure who embodied resilience and strength. They honored him with shrines and tales of bravery, stories that celebrated his triumphs and mourned his sacrifices. Hercules became more than a hero. He was a bridge between mortals and gods, a symbol of hope that the divine and human worlds were forever connected. To the gods, Hercules' life served as a testament to the endurance of the mortal spirit. They saw in him a figure who had faced the burdens of both worlds, who had shouldered responsibilities that even the gods had never endured. His place in Olympus became a reminder that greatness was born from struggle, that the path of a hero was never easy, but always transformative. Through Hercules, both gods and mortals learned the value of resilience, the strength found in vulnerability, and the importance of loyalty and sacrifice. His story, forever etched in legend, became a beacon that bridged the realms, a story that spoke to the courage of facing one's burdens and rising above them. But Hercules' journey was not the only legacy that would weigh on Zeus. Join us in the next episode as we delve into the curse of patricide, a fear that haunted Zeus throughout his reign. Discover how the complex relationships between fathers and sons would shape the fate of Olympus, revealing the tension between love, power, and destiny in a tale as old as the gods themselves. Until we meet again, may your path be filled with peace, strength, and a touch of magic. I'm young Homer, and I look forward to our next story